When I think about Mashpee and the Mashpee Public Schools, my mind immediately goes to the people and to the valued relationships we have built with each other. Our amazing students, our dedicated staff, our supportive families, and our Mashpee community are strongly connected with the shared goal of excellence, being better today than we were yesterday.
I've lived here my whole life, been born and raised here. Really having that kind of small town kind of feel to it, Mashpee's been really special. Just the sense of community and togetherness and being a very diverse community at that.
Being a connected community, one of the best things about that is it really provides opportunity for students. And students are able to experience things that they might not have before, or just even on a different level.
As a tribal student specifically, I really appreciate the togetherness that the school system is having with our local tribe, and I'm able to take my own language as a class in the school system, and now that we have that, it really just brings the community full circle.
The connected community spills over into your classroom community when you're building that. The students have similar shared experiences and goals, and then they start to trust and understand each other a little bit more. Class participation increases, teamwork builds, and they get to work with each other using each other's strengths.
Being born and raised here, I never really truly understood how connected Mashpee was until I left for college and then came back and started working for Mashpee TV. We're always out in the community covering different stories and events and just working with different community members.
I think it's important to communicate in a constructive, meaningful, and productive manner.
#WeAreMashpee was chosen as the hashtag for the Mashpee Public Schools because of the inclusive message it sends. We support each other. We are one Mashpee.
Cool Monash, the Wampanoag word for I love you. I believe that word brings us all together. It's a universal word that we all know, love, and I believe that's the key to keeping our community strong and together.
I was welcomed into the community 14 years ago. Each school you go into is incredibly welcoming. Volunteers are invited in. The community is invited in. It's really just a great place to be.
It really works in a small town where everyone knows everybody. We have big events and everyone comes out and supports each other. Whether it's a school event, whether it's a police department event, whether it's for the Kiwanis Club or whatever, it seems like everyone is supporting each other. And there's a great sense of community here in Mashpee.
We greatly value the connections we have established between our schools. Opportunities for multi-age, peer-to-peer learning allows learners to be teachers.
Great opportunities for students here to grow and develop, to help them find their passion.
And although Mashpee is a small district, we think big, and we have a whatever-it-takes mindset. And we encourage everyone to sort of think outside the box.
As the assistant superintendent, I have one hat, but I'm also a parent in town, and my son has come through the school since he was 3. He's going into 5th grade. So I think the connection of the small town feel with all of these giant opportunities that our kids have, I think that's the piece that has been most powerful for me as a parent and really as an educator.
I'm a transplant to Mashpee. We've been here about 10 years. I was 30 years military, and we finally were able to grow some roots somewhere. And Mashpee was so good to my daughter, who's now 13 but started preschool here, that I just had to give back. I think they're awesome. I've always been their #1 supporter.
The music program was a huge influential factor on me having a positive high school experience and middle school experience. I mean, the music program was always just there for me. I loved being in the band.
Building and taking the time to foster strong relationships to provide the best opportunity for our students is our priority. And it goes beyond just reaching out and making communication or sending notes. It's really about taking the time to sit down, see what the community needs, see what they're able to provide as a service to our students and to staff, and to really take advantage of those things.
We were a little concerned that maybe the only community we would have would be within Southport. And then we met Superintendent DeBoer and realized that there was a whole other world out here in Mashpee, and we wanted to be part of it.
Being involved with the schools and the community have really made Mashpee feel like home to me.
The fact that you value
Their future really means a lot to me personally and to us as a school district. So thank you all for everything that you do for these students.
I got my first long-term substitute teaching position. I had the opportunity to work with a number of my former teachers that I had as a student here, and that helped pave the way for me to start my career as a teacher in this school.
Children are our future, and over the 18 years I've watched literally children from birth to going off to college, and to hopefully have a piece of them from here that they take with them, because this is the happiest place in town.
The buildings are beautiful, the staff is kind and friendly, the kids are awesome. It's just a wonderful place to be.
I would say that one word that sums up my Mashpee experience is dynamic.
I would say communication, because communication is what keeps people connected.
This is awesome.
Empathy.
Determined.
Welcoming.
Synergy. I think it truly does represent the town of Mashpee, all the way from the town manager to the school board and all the other departments in between.
What I hope for this school year is what I hope for every school year, is that every child and every family feels welcomed and valued at KCC.
The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's got.